B-roll, or you want, if you video it. So here's the key that I can't copy. I can't give it to a social worker or someone on my emergency contacts, my healthcare proxy, a home care aide. I have 35 hours of home care. How do I manage that living in a place? They want to increase it to 7 hours a day, 7 days a week. On the TBI waiver program that I qualify for, they want to give me more than that. I can't hardly manage living here by myself, let alone with an aide, but I'm thankful for the help. But it would be real nice to have an emergency key because I have been locked out. I had to have a friend climb through a window. This keypad doesn't help us. This keypad will never help a tenant. I've called and I've left text to everyone on the list that I have for closed properties and blue sky management. I'm locked out. What can I do? Well, how about breaking and entering? Self-remedy. Here you have someone in my cell struggling with traumatic brain injury, and they say having deficits in areas of my cognitive areas, and I see it in my memory. And with complex PTSD, and I can't give someone an emergency key. I was thinking about something else. I lost the train there. Because just the physical, just my neuromuscular system, just my spine and the hip that needs to be replaced is enough to navigate what's going on here. If I didn't have a brain injury, if I didn't have complex PTSD, I'm not going to give you an organ recital. However, all the documentation should go before the court. All the lawyers, they could have found this out a long time ago. There's an accusation of malingering. I have an accusation of malingering that's come through their Supreme Court papers that they've served me. The summons in Supreme Court. Housing court wasn't good enough because I'm really in their way. They wanted to push me more and harder instead of coming down and saying, how can we help you? No. At every chance, they've decided to play harder and harder and harder. And there's an accusation of malingering. It's even come through my attorney at MLS, Jonathan Saxton. It's sad to put your faith in an attorney and have him think the same thing as the landlord. Me and the landlord get along just fine. They've got a plan for me if I would only do what they want. I don't think it's in my best interest. I need more help. I need an attorney. It's been so hard to get an attorney. I can't explain the case. I can't decide. Now there's 2 cases, a $500,000 buyout on the table. It's not so simple. Jonathan Saxton is not going to negotiate in my favor. MLS, the right to counsel, as good as what a law that was passed by Bill de Blasio, I've fallen through the cracks of that. I can't get the court-appointed guardian ad litem because I need some help understanding these cases and making these decisions. But you know what happens is that I'm articulate and that people can't see what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on when someone's under such pressure, living in such circumstances. So let's let the documentation speak for itself. And cut.